Welcome to Shon's Storytime videos for kids every day of the week. Today's story is
Ruby Bakes a Cake by Susan Hill. Ruby Raccoon wanted to bake a cake, but she didn't know how. "I will ask my friends what it takes to bake a cake," she said. Ruby ran to the stone wall. She saw Sam Squirrel. "Sam, what does it take to bake a cake?" "Try adding nuts," said Sam. "Thank you," said Ruby. "Come join me when my cake is done." Ruby ran to the fence. She saw Bunny Rabbit. "Bunny, what does it take to bake a cake?" "Every cake needs carrot tops," said Bunny. "Thank you," called Ruby. "Please come over when my cake is done." Ruby ran to the brook. She saw Dan Duck. "Dan, what does it take to bake a cake?" "I've never made a cake, but I always enjoy snails," said Dan. "Thank you," said Ruby. "Please come to my house when my cake is done." Ruby ran to the tree. She saw Jenny Wren. "Jenny, what does it take to bake a cake?" "Don't forget wiggly worms," said Jenny. "Thank you very much," called Ruby. "Please come over when my cake is done." Ruby ran to the pond. She saw Frankie Frog. "Frankie, what does it take to bake a cake?" "Flick, flick, flies," said Frankie. "Really?" said Ruby. "Well, please join me when my cake is done." Ruby ran home. She put everything into a big bowl. She mixed the batter up and put it in a pan. She baked it in the oven. "This does not smell good," said Ruby. Ruby's friends came to share her cake. She took it out of the oven. "This does not look good," said Ruby. Ruby cut the cake. She gave it to her friends. Her friends began to eat. "This doesn't taste good," said Ruby. No, Ruby, the cake is nice and crunchy," said Sam. "And the cake is good and tall," said Bunny. "It has a lovely round shape," said Dan. "I've never tasted such a juicy cake," said Jenny. "And what a color, Ruby," said Frankie. "This is one green cake." Ruby smiled. "It is not a good cake," she said, "but you are very good friends."
She sat on Rooster's birthday cake. Oh
So I hope you like our videos today. Don't forget to subscribe, share it,